the Chocobo Emporium?
I'm looking for a woman who used to own a bookstore in these parts. She also goes by the name Mitka.
Well, my name is Mitka, and I ran a bookshop once back in the day, but that was over 200 years ago. Are you certain I'm the one you're looking for?
I'm not, but maybe you can help me. Listen, I know it's been a while, but I was wondering if you remember a man named Ranulf.
Ah, yes, I remember him. Gosh, that was a long time ago. Who are you anyway? What do you want with him?
He's the one who found me, really. He asked me to track down an old journal of his for him.
He did? That's a strange request. And what is he up to these days?
Eating muffins and reading his books. That's about it, really.
Oh. So, why are you helping him, if you don't mind my asking?
It's what I do, that's all.
Oh. Are you one of those people who does charity work?
Call it what you will. So, can you help me out?
All I can tell you is that I've never handled his journal, but I do know a thing or two about his past. But none of that is for me to divulge. If you want the truth, you need to find out for yourself.
I plan to. I just don't know where to start.
Head to the part of the city they call the Warren. Once there, seek out the man with no name.
Right. Hope there's only one of them, or that's gonna be rather difficult.
Oh, not to worry. You'll find him. But I urge you to be very, very careful. What you're doing is admirable, but it might not be what he really needs.
Well, I'm grateful for seeing this day through safely. Finally, I'm done.
Chocoboco? Chocobocolina! You did a fantastical job, Lightning! That was fantastic.
Trains departing from the North Station are express to use now. Passengers wishing to travel to the wildlands or dead dunes should board trains departing from the South Station.
Thanks for stopping. And thank you.
The Usnam train is now.
The graveyard is just around the corner. Is there
The nights are quiet around here. One thing they haven't used on, we don't have.
Centrum's close. It's not too bad here. Not yet.
It's not safe. Stay
Don't get in my way.
This used to be Luxerion's city center?
If it is rest you seek, you should seek
I've been told never to step foot inside the Warren.
The chaos doesn't scare me.
salvation in the unseen realm.
I'll bet you move.
I'd like...
The Hunter of Light has arrived. A courageous hunter is killing all the monsters.
It's dangerous! Run!
Target acquired.
Even as the chaos devours the world,
Oh, you can see I'm not just any old cat. Since you seem to have half a brain, might I ask a favor? It won't be too much of a bother, I promise.
Call me cynical, but I don't believe cats can talk. I'll help you out, but only if you tell me who you really are.
I knew you were clever. Yes, I'm no cat. At least not on the inside.
This is where you tell me about some bizarre episode that put your soul into a cat's body.
Exactly. You're good.
Of all the possibilities, why a cat?
Oh, let me start from the beginning. This body that I'm in, the most beautiful cat in the world, she was my precious little baby. Obviously, I named her Gem because she was my treasure. She was everything to me, but she got sick and passed away. I had a difficult time dealing with her death. I couldn't accept it. I shied away from reality. I did everything I could to preserve Jim's body, while I desperately searched for a way to bring her back. Science, voodoo, alchemy, you name it. I tried everything you could ever imagine. I spent years, no, decades, performing experiments to bring her back.
I'm not one to judge, but the love you have for your cat is more than a little frightening.
She was my life, but nothing worked. I couldn't revive her. I'd run out of ideas. I was devastated. I had just about given up on life, everything, when God decided to throw me a bone. A little girl approached me. She called herself Lumina.
Lumina. This ought to be good. What happened?
I thought this little angel had been sent from the heavens when she handed me a potion, and said it had the power to lend Gem my soul. According to her explanation, if I drank the potion, I could revive her. Of course, I drank the entire bottle without hesitation.
Didn't anyone ever tell you not to drink strange potions? Especially ones given to you free of charge by people you just met on the street.
But this stranger told the truth. Gem was revived. See? Alive as ever. However, I wasn't prepared for these side effects. This wasn't what I had in mind.
And that's where I come in, isn't it?
Yes! Lumina mentioned there was an antidote that can reverse the effects of the potion. With it, things can go back to the way they were. It's called Starlit Spice. Please, will you find some of it and wave it under my nose?
I assume you're talking about your human body, so it's still intact somewhere? Do you recall where?
When dawn approaches, you'll find it wandering aimlessly near a large assembly of cats. You can tell from a single glance that it lacks any sort of soul. My real name is Ronan. I don't know if my body will respond to that, though.
I saw this coming. Your luck just ran out. I play by my own rules.
Monsters will emerge when night falls.
Is the chaos going to absorb?
There are heretics roaming around.
Hey, wait! I should run home! I thought they did away with the military.
Where is it? Have you been... Require a room? Come again, anytime.
I have to hurry!
This broadcast is brought to you by the Public Morals Office of the Order of Salvation. It is now midnight.
Better get ready for the next one.
I wonder at the shadow.
What?
Care to tell me your name?
You only need a name if you want to talk to people. If you don't, then what good is it? That's why I don't need one. Nor do I ever want one again.
You're definitely the one I'm looking for. The man without a name. That's you.
It's true, I've been nameless for many years. But am I the one you seek? Who knows? Who knows anything for certain in this dying world?
I guess we can skip the introductions then. I've got a question for you. The reason I wanted to talk to you is because I'm looking for a journal. It belonged to Ranulf.
Ranulf's journal? Why? What do you want with a thing like that?
Nothing. It's not for me. He asked me to find it for him. I'm just doing him a favor.
I thought this day would come. After 2 centuries, I'd hoped he'd given up. But when has a man like me ever gotten his way in this miserable world? So much water under the bridge.
What did you say?
You say Ranulf asked you to do this for him. Is that true?
That's right. He did.
Then go to Yusnan. A woman named Durin has what you're looking for. When you see her, hand her this letter. Tell her that Reddick sent you.
Reddick. So that's your name.
It was centuries ago. Anyway, you tell Orin who sent you, and she'll help you out. Orin liked to watch the trains go by. She would sit and watch for hours. You'll probably find her near the Overlook in Yusnan, where you can see the tracks.
I think you might like this. Let's switch it up. I'll bring back lost time.
Now that the hunter's gonna see sunlight.
Not a bad victory. Maybe you can help me. I'm looking for something called Starlit Spice. Do you know it?
Starlit Spice, you say? Oh, yes. Yes, I know of it. It's a very powerful antidote. It's also a very rare item. Are you looking to purchase a vial? I have none in stock, but bring me the ingredients and I'll brew up a batch in a jiffy.
Sounds good to me. Exactly what is it that you need?
Take a look at the recipe. As you can see, some monster slaying will be required.
Looks like...
Bring me the ingredients.
I've got everything you wanted to make a batch of that potion.
So I see. Now if you'll just give old Rubrio a minute here. There we go. This is what you asked for. Starlit Spice. No need for payment. Just promise me you'll come back again, even if just to chat. Before you go, there's something you should know about that potion.
Does it have side effects?
No, it's nothing dangerous like that. The scent of the antidote has a certain, shall we say, power over the feline species. Take every precaution and avoid all cats while this is in your possession.
Great. Nothing dangerous at all then.
Yes, it drives them into quite a murderous frenzy.
The Shadow Hunter is what them higher-ups in the Order are really afraid of.
A frontal assault will do it.
It may be old.
My gut says that's Ronin.
cats are fast. Oh well. Come on, Light. Back to Rubrio we go with the ingredients.
Target acquired.
I hear that the Shadow Hunter is looking higher up.
Suppose I should get up. Bring me the ingredients listed here. Starlit spice? Ah.
Don't know how people found that.
They say he ran off.
All right.
What uniform is that? She looks like a strong woman.
It's time to wake up. Ronan?
My name is Ronan. Am I in my own body again?
Yep. Looks like this stuff actually worked. Welcome back to your old life.
Back? But if I'm here, then where's Gem?
Look, she's gone. You know that. She's been gone for decades. I know it's a hard reality to face, but you can't keep running from it anymore.
I know. She's never coming back. I get it. You're right. I have to face the truth. But I miss her. I'd give my own life to bring her back.
But that's not what I want.
Who is that? Is that you, Gem?
It is, and I'm here to tell you I want you to live, Master. If you die, there will be no one left in the world who remembers me. I lived a short but perfect life. You treated me with love. I couldn't have asked for anything more. I'll always be with you in your heart and in your memories. I want you to be happy, just like you were when we were together.
Gem! Did you see that? I actually talked to Gem. It's like a dream come true.
You experienced something very special. A miracle, even.
I owe all of this to you and Lumina. Thank you, from the bottom of my heart.
You're thanking Lumina? Have you forgotten she's the reason you almost spent eternity as a cat?
I'm not so sure about that. I think she knew that I'd go to great lengths to bring Gem back, even if it meant hurting myself in the process. I think Lumina saved me from myself.
If that's what you choose to believe, I won't stop you. The important thing to remember is that Gem will always be with you in your heart, and that's where she'll stay. You look familiar for some reason.
You and I, we've met before, right here where we stand. Although I really wasn't in any state to introduce myself at that time, I'm afraid.
You're one of the women who was killed by Etro's heretics. It was your resemblance to me that got you killed. It was because of me that you died.
Yes, but I don't blame you. All is part of God's plan. It was my destiny to die here so that I could meet you, Savior.
You're saying God intended for you to die like this?
I believe so. I believe I was meant to die and gain enlightenment. I know because I was a member of the Order and learned all about the teachings of God. I'm to share with you my knowledge and help guide you on your journey. Savior, you must be aware that in this world, new life hasn't been born for hundreds of years. Do you know why that is?
I've never given it much thought, but I suppose that's part of his plan too. A dying world can't support a growing population. And that's what the almighty Buenavelza chose as his solution. Is that it?
No, I'm afraid that's not the case. It wasn't due to his plan. It was because of the goddess's disappearance.
Because of Etro? How?
In this world, Etro is believed to be the goddess of death. Her followers are heretics, ones who go against society's ways. But the true Etro, she was the goddess that provided new life with a soul and a spirit.
And now that she's gone, there's no one out there to take her place. Anything born into this world would be nothing more than an empty vessel.
Reincarnation isn't a part of the world's cycle anymore. Dead souls don't return to this world in a new form. And that's why no new life is born. This problem, it doesn't just affect our world. According to legend, the almighty Buenavelza will appear before us one day, and when he does, he will recreate heaven and earth. But that leads to the question, when this happens, who will breathe life into the new world?
That's a good question. With the goddess gone, I suppose someone needs to fill her shoes.
Yes. Otherwise, the circle of life will remain broken, and the new world stagnant. You have a duty as the Savior, if you really care about what happens to us in the new world. You have to find a way to do what Etro once did.
That's a hell of a tall order. Finding a replacement for a goddess. But I want to thank you for telling me this, and I won't forget what you told me. You have my word.
That's all I need to hear, to be completely honest. I don't know if you can save us all, but I know that if I have to put my faith in someone, it's you.
What just happened? Was I able to save her soul? But that's not possible. I thought that wasn't within my powers.
What was that, Light? Did you say something?